Two teams who were AFC rivals for almost 25 years. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Chargers, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium, state-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Huard. And we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL.
Yep.
Pocket passers, they'll have their place. They always will. But a lot of teams look to somebody like this as a default. A great passer, but someone who can also mix in plenty of rushing yards and keep that defense honest.
Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And here we go from LA. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. They're led out by someone amidst their second act as an NFL QB. He was a second-rounder back in 2013, Geno Smith.
When Geno Smith won Comeback Player of the Year, it was really hard to find another comp. You know, the NFL, we love to always compare and contrast guys from different eras or project them moving forward. But there just were not many stories like Geno Smith, who just waited and persevered a decade in the NFL before he flourished. But what came to life finally was just the arm strength, the accuracy, the playmaking ability that was there at West Virginia, and it just took some time and maybe a little love from Pete Carroll at that time to really elevate his confidence and elevate his game.
A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
Caught, nice gain left side. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Now right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15. Working inside the red zone. Barnard with the grab. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Shotgun snap to Smith. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
And again, it's Smith. He's on the move. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Seahawks start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. Geno Smith with a touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down, and that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Myers gets the point after the go. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Darius Davis to return it. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. So now we'll get a look at the other offense as the Chargers take the field. They'll be led out by someone known for putting up numbers since he entered the league back in 2020, the Oregon product, Justin Herbert.
True story. First time I saw Justin Herbert at the Pac-12 Media Days, I thought, that can't be Justin Herbert. That guy looks like a defensive lineman. He is massive. But then you watch him play and you realize he's one of those 6'5", 6'6" guys that's the athlete of a 6'2". The way that he moves so effortlessly, the way that rocket arm can throw the ball all over the field. Been hyper productive statistically. Kind of like that Fouts guy that wore the lightning bolt before him. On any given Sunday, this guy can put on a show.
And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Chargers will have a first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
That's completed right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 31-yard play, and it brings up an LA first down.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you get an explosive play on a drive. In the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, well, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
A first chance inside the red zone for the Chargers. They've got 1st and 10 right along the 20. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 16. That's caught at the 4. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Oh, hang on there. Hang on a moment. Looks like we've got an injured player on the kick return. They're going to check on him now. They're out and set, 1st and 10. A play fake, now Smith to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for Tyler Lockett on that play. So second down coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Stopped by Deion Henley.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Throwing on third, Smith. It's caught Metcalf. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They'll get 18 yards there. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Still on the move, coming to the line for first and 10. Now an inside give to Walker. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Staying with Walker. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Walker on first down. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 32. Metcalf there to bring it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Here's Walker running right. And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the gun, Smith. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Out of the gun, here's Smith. He's got it! And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Smith in the pistol. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks break the tie here in the first. Jackson Smith and Jigba with a touchdown. Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal, and I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in, and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a first down pass play can and certainly was effective.
Myers to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. He stopped on the return at the 27. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Herbert back to throw. This ball's caught by Palmer. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. It's into the hands of Will Dissly. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. Down the sideline inside the 40. 16 yards on the play. And the Chargers will have a first.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
1st down, ball at the 36. Shotgun snap to Herbert. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Back to the air, Herbert. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
3rd down run by Dobbins. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down, they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Short side option here. He's running left. And they make the play at the 23, a gain of only a little. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that, but let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Headed out right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Now we'll see the medical team head out. The Seahawks have an injured player. He's in some obvious pain there. Gotta figure out this third down here. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Escapes, and they get to him again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Opening frame of the game, and 2 times already, these defenders have got home for a home run sack. If they get their way, a lot more teammates are going to join them on the stat sheet with the takedown before this one ends.
So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. From the right hash, 55 yards out. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And the deficit stays at 7.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
Yeah, that type of start, well, you wanted all 17 games of a season, but you're lucky to get it more than once.
1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down. They go play action. Here's Smith. Buying some time right. He's going to keep it this time.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep it moving forward.
The Chargers into a nickel set, 3rd down. Looking to throw, Smith. Completed to his running back. And this one does not go far.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. They left a few on the table their last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. This is ahead for about 5. Julian Love bringing that one to an end. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Hurst there to grab it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Straight ahead, here's Dobbins.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Here's Herbert. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's third down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Now Herbert to throw. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Second down now, 7 to go. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. Stuck to the ground, but nothing gained that time, and it brings up third and 7.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
On third down, Herbert. That throw finds Johnston. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. It's a gain of 22. And it brings up an LA first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
First and 10, here's Herbert. He completes it in traffic. And he's able to get this down to the 13. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to SoFi right after this. Chargers ball as we get back for the second, and they are thinking points. On second down, here's Dobbins. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard.
Got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Running it again with Dobbins. And he tried to power it forward, but I don't think he got it. They stop him just short and force a 4th and 1.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Trying it left side with Edwards. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. The right call came in at the right time, give him 9 yards and a successful conversion on 4th.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Dobbins goes up and over for the touchdown. The Chargers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chargers tie things up at 14. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Seahawks offense running out now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Alohi Gilman up from the secondary for that tackle. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Completed to Lockett. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Making the tackle there, Joey Bosa. Third and 4 coming up now. Shotgun snap to Smith. Complete beyond the marker. They gain 14 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Smith on first down. Bails out of the pocket quick. He'll try and run this. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Smith. Into double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that. And he's there for the interception. And the Chargers get the football on the first turnover of the contest. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
The Chargers are getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Play action now for Herbert. On target to Dobbins. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Throwing now, Herbert. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Herbert from the gun. Caught by the open man. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Dobbins gets it off the option. Launches, and he's got it. Touchdown! The Chargers parlay the interception into points. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. And they're a touchdown back, Brock, as they take over down 21-14. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Walker. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Christian Fulton, the one to bring him down. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
This is Walker on 2nd. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Running with Walker again. And this is a nice gain that stopped at the 47. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is, because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Walker now from the gun. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. That's Denzel Perryman in on the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
I'm not sure, Kate. I'm not sure, you're not sure, everyone in the building is not sure how you can lose the biggest eligible receiver on the field, but that's exactly what the defense just did.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Throwing off the play fake here. Flushed out of the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Out of the gun. Here's Smith. He's got it. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Jason Myers out there now to try a field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Myers' kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. On the return, here comes Davis. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Chargers and this running back headed back out for a new series. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
On the play fake, it's Herbert. That's completed right side. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And he'll only get this to the 26 before going down. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Carry here for Dobbins. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 17. He brings it in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Shotgun snap to Herbert. The throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. He's on the move. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers now lead by 10. Justin Herbert with the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down. Didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind. But you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers drive their lead to 11. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. The drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Walker. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Staying with Walker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Seahawks facing a deficit near the break. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. From the gun, Smith. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tried getting it to Tyler Lockett. So that brings up second down. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Smith on 3rd and short. Connects with Fant. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. It's incomplete. Risky throw to the sideline. They're lucky that defender didn't keep on going down the sideline there. It's going to be second down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Back to the air, it's Smith. Connection made to Smith and Jigba. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm. These outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them, they can look oh so easy.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. And again, it's Smith. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Throwing is Smith. Gets this to Fant. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Finds Bobo. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Second and 3 now. Shotgun snap to Smith. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
Well, QB put it pretty close to the sideline to begin with, and the defender, look at him, just put his little hand right out there and just
Smith. Has a left side block, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. They're going to say he brought it in out of bounds. That's going to bring up fourth down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in out of bounds.
Myers' kick is good. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Return starts from the goal line. Coverage team gets him down to the 26-yard line. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Big shot to begin the drive, has him up beyond the 40. Looking to throw. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. The Chargers sending out Dicker the kicker to add 3 to the board. From the right hash, 52 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. We have reached halftime. Already a full game's worth of excitement in just 2 quarters. Now we'll go coast to coast. Jonathan Coachman standing by in our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Reports. We were treated to a fine first half from running back J.K. Dobbins. He had a nose for the end zone as he wound up with 2 touchdowns on the ground in those first 2 quarters.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Chargers and Joshua Palmer set to go to work again. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Running behind center with Edwards. This gets maybe a yard. Byron Murphy there to make the play. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, That is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Herbert from the gun. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
So on fourth down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. The Seahawks back on offense, led out by Geno Smith. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's on the move. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
They go play action. Here's Smith. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Try getting it to Tyler Lockett. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. On the draw, it's Walker. Breaks the tackle, still going. And they limit this to a minimal gain to around the 34. Pickup of 3 on the carry. That's going to bring up 4th and 2.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
Seahawks bring it out the punt team. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. His first effort went 47 yards. Brock looks to have a little more into this one. Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They run the counter with Dobbins. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Herbert with a blitz coming. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And he recovers his own mistake. He can keep going here. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
We all saw the brief moment of full-on panic between the ball coming out and him getting back on it. The impressive part is he kept his composure while it was still loose. One mistake didn't become 2, and he cleaned it up before any defenders could.
So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough 3rd down here. Throwing now, Herbert. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Boy, this defensive crew is locked in, and that O-line's head, they are a-spinning. Back-to-back sacks has this offense on skates, and those blockers can't figure out where this rush is coming from next.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Got 46 on his first punt, and this one's pushing a little more distance. Fair catch is made a yard or two short of midfield. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And it'll be Seahawks football. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Handoff running left, Walker. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Minute 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. One that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. On the carry, it's Walker. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. That was Asante Samuel Jr. there on the tackle. Give him only a couple that time. It's going to be 3rd down. Smith back to throw. He caught. Oh, he loses the football. And it's scooped up by the Chargers.
Hey, I get it, Kate. 3rd down, you're doing all you can to try to stay on the field. But unfortunately, poor ball security loosens his hold on it, and the defense knocks it free. Instead of facing 4th down, even better, that defense is off the field completely.
The Chargers offense getting set to take over. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle them up before it came to fruition.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Herbert now, blitz coming. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That's a pickup of 9. And the Chargers will have a first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Here's a give inside to Edwards. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Now Herbert to throw. Able to hit Palmer, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
Well, the offense wanted to spark, and he delivered a lightning bolt. Huge gain that totally changes the tone of this drive.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards. Second down now, 7 to go. Herbert now off the play fake. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes. Incomplete.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Well, Jim Harbaugh, no stranger to barking at officials, and he's going to make them take another look at this one. Well, we can see he made the catch. He definitely has possession, but did both of those feet hit down in the end zone?
Yeah, get that zoom button ready to go. Get the magnifying glass. Was there any green right between his feet and that end line? That's what they're going to be looking for in the replay booth.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Well done by Jim Harbaugh. His challenge a good one. Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers push their lead to 18. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Seahawks start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker and get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. They're out and set, 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 29. He's got it to him yet again. That is cut. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Walker on first down. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Stopped by Deion Henley. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. It's a design boot. Smith and Jigba there to grab it. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. To the ground with Walker. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. That was Asante Samuel Jr. there on the tackle. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 now. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Toward the sideline, and he's got Metcalf. And he gets them down to the 9 before going out. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
1st down from the red zone. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Myers to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks make it an 11-point ball game.
Seahawks, 27.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. The home teams are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that they love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Leonard Williams applying the hit there. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. Still going past the 40. And he's finally brought down at the 33. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. On the play fake, it's Herbert. That's complete to Dobbins. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, when one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. That's one he knows he should have had. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Has it down close. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Well, as they drive forward to one right now, looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity, certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers push their lead to 18.
27.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. He fields it from the 8. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The Seahawks are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. They've got first down from the 31. They give up the gut to Walker. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now, Mike McDonald not liking what he saw. The challenge flags hit the field.
Previous play is under review.
All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So upon review, Mike McDonald was correct. A good challenge there. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They go with Walker here. He's 4A up the middle, and that's about 3. That's Denzel Perryman in on a stop. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. They've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, good luck sneaking a draw by this defense on 3rd down, Kate. A quicker little run may have brought them a chance to get the first down, but with that delay, this defense was all over it.
They'll bring out the punter here. Michael Dixon will kick it away. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Charger offense making its way to the field. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays that follow. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Completed over the middle. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Julian Love bringing that one to an end.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. A play fake, now Herbert to throw. That's caught, he found some space. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. 35 on the pickup. And it brings up an LA first down.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helps set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. They'll run on first down with Dobbins. And that run very short, only getting to the 27. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. From the 27. Throwing the out route complete. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. They'll send their tight end right. Throwing on first is Herbert. Completed here to Johnston. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Herbert. Has it in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. A nice gain of 8 there, and that brings them to 1st and goal. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Running for it with Dobbins. Gets in. Touchdown, LA. Chargers put up even more points in a win. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you could strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating. And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers continue piling onto this lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. This return starts at the 5. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. The Seahawk offense taking the field now. First down, ball at the 36. Smith setting to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Shotgun snap to Smith. Connection made to Smith and Jigba. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Second and 3 now. From the gun, Smith. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. That one ends up a gain of 6. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Smith on first down. Offense to the line for second down. Now Smith. Pass complete to Walker. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, kid, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Walker hauls it in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Offense staying out here. It's 4th and 11. Throwing from the gun. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with the 4th down stand.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Running it again with Dobbins. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. They get those 2 yards back, but now it leaves them with 3rd and 10. Herbert from the gun. Johnston brings it in. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensive...
Well, Jim Harbaugh, no stranger to barking at officials, and he's going to make them take another look at this one.
Previous play is under review.
Well, we all know there can be so little room for error spotting the football, and that's what's being reviewed right here. Did they get this right?
And I know both sidelines are furiously pleading their cases about what their eyes see. But fortunately, the eye in the sky and the replays will give us a clear answer.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So upon further review, they get a more favorable spot, and that's enough to give them the first down. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. Works his way to the 35. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
That is textbook RPO right there, okay? Quarterback's decision-making comes quick off the snap. And that back, you know that he's already looking for those lanes before the ball's even in his belt. Before that defense can adjust to the run, he hits that second level.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. From the 17, he brings it in. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, LA! The Chargers keep running away with this. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers grow their lead yet again.
Seahawks 27.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return starts at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. And after they were stopped on 4th down their prior possession, Brock, you gotta wonder if they're gonna be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Smith. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Smith. Pass taken in by Lockett. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage. at the combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Intended target there was Jackson Smith-Njigba. And it sets up 2nd down.
When you ask a lot of your defenders on that field, it is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Into the hands of Walker. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. He is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Smith on 3rd and long. Getting out to his left. He's running for it. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Facing a 4th and 12, but this offense is undeterred. Pressure comes, Smith. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Now LA getting its offense all set to go. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Running left, it's Dobbins. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I don't know, Kate. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the 1st down. Pops up right away and signals 1st down.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Now Herbert to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. The throw is caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. It's Herbert once more. His throw is cut. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Herbert to throw once more. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers are running them out of the building. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers tack on 7 more to their lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Back out runs their offense. Their failure on 4th down was answered by a touchdown, so they're really going to need to rebuild some momentum as they take the field once again. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Fits it through the middle. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
A play fake. Now Smith to throw. Finds Smith and Jigba. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Walker now from the gun. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stuffed right at the line. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Escapes out to the left. And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Seahawks making the scoreboard look a touch better. Geno Smith with a touchdown. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young or Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
Point after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks cut into the lead by another point.
Seahawks 34. Jason Myers.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The home team's ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They run the counter with Dobbins. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. Up the sideline, past the 40. And they'll finally get him at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
First contact at the 47-yard line.
They run. Here's Dobbins. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
This defense may have been headed the wrong way initially on that counter run, but they never lost contain. As that play shifted back, they flowed with it and caught him before he could break it up the sideline.
Here's Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. Ask that running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
So the Chargers come away with the win in this one. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chargers as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.
Yeah.